Hello and welcome. This will be another hacking quiz. You guys seem to love it last time, so let's continue. The game is, I show you a picture, you tell me how to hack it, and if you don't know, I will tell you. Let's get started. Number 1. So this is a port scan with nmaps verbose flank, right? So it's not completed yet, but we already see a bunch of ports. I'm curious, what do you think about this port scan? Does it tell you anything interesting? What ports here look interesting or noteworthy? What do you think? Well, personally what sticks out to me is the fact that we see that port 88 is open, which means that this is guaranteed to be a domain controller. We can also see ports like 3269, 3268, and 389 as well, and 636. All of these are essentially related to Kerberos, to LDAP, right? And LDAP and Kerberos is always open on a domain controller pretty much. We can see DNS. We can see RDP is also open on this host, which is also interesting. We can see VNRAM. And also very interestingly as well, we can also see port 80 being open on a domain controller. This is not default, and this is definitely something that we want to check out. So my immediate thoughts is, this is a domain controller, we see port 80 open, and we also have different ways of authentication like RDP, VNRAM, and SMB, etc. So that's what I think here. Let's continue. So this is a different machine, and this is a standalone machine. Once again, this is not an Active Directory chain like we cover. We cover standalone as well. But what do you think of this output? What immediately sticks out to you? Is any of this information useful, or is it all of this just useless? Well, what I think personally, this can be extremely useful if it's a standalone machine, right? Typically like one that you'll be doing on Hack the Box, Try Hack Me, etc. This is not the type of information that's going to be typically useful in an Active Directory chain, like on the OSCP exam with Active Directory. But what you can do, especially with standalone machines, is that you can use a tool like AD username generator, right? Which I have in my notes. And you can essentially take these names, right? Like Joanne Doe, Jack Rock, Will Masters, Johnny LaRusso, etc. And you can generate username combinations like this, where you take a lot of common AD structure usernames, and you all feed them to a tool like Kerberos. And Kerberos essentially tries to authenticate this up against Kerberos to see, hey, are any of these usernames even valid, right? So now I would like to ask you, in this scenario, now we actually have 4 valid usernames that we didn't have before. Now we don't have the credentials yet, but we have valid usernames for Active Directory. What we do next? What do you think? What should we test next with this? We should of course check ASIC roasting, right? So with ASIC roasting specifically, we don't actually need the password to be able to check it. That's what's so beautiful about ASIC roasting. And it's definitely something that you want to check both on the OSCP AD chain. Obviously you will have credentials in that scenario, but it still makes sense to check for it. You definitely should regardless. Unlike an attack like Kerberos roasting, where you have to have a set of credentials, right? You have to have the password and the username. ASIC roasting, we only need a username. And we can see that they had ASIC roasting being vulnerable. So we were able to retrieve a hash from the JRock user that we can see right there. Okay, so this is beautiful. Now what do we do next? We have a ASIC roast hash. What do you suggest that we do next with this? The answer is we should of course crack it, right? ASIC roast hash is definitely a crackable hash, and you should always attempt doing so. I suggest starting with the rock queue, and after that you can use some different word lists from seclists, etc. But yeah, you can see that this cracks perfectly. So once again, what do we do now? Now we actually have a valid set of credentials. What do you think that we should do next? And the answer is, there is really a lot of things to check, realistically, right? Of course, we have a valid set of credentials now, so we can test things like curb roasting. We can check stuff like certify, certificate attacks. We can check all of the shares. We can check so many different things. And this is a checklist that I have for Active Directory that is mostly helpful for beginners who doesn't yet have a complete checklist and methodology yet. But this is all things that is covered in notes. And these are all things that gets covered in our course, right? So I just wanted to mention that. And there's really no simple answer what to do after you have credentials, because there really is all of these things to check and more. So yeah, that was the quiz. Really hope that you enjoyed it. If you want to check out some learning materials for hacking and specifically for OSCP, how to absolutely crush the OSCP, then we have a complete course. You can try it out for free. It covers an entire roadmap. It has all different checklists in terms of what to do, how to study, what to research, and just essentially what you need to do to be able to pass the OSCP. You can see all of these reviews right here. People are loving it. And yeah, go check it out. It's free to try. I think you will love it. And I really hope you enjoy these quizzes. If you do, let me know down below. I hope you check out the resources and have an awesome day, everyone.